Hey there, it's Eileen Guilbeault. I am here today with Aundrea Beach-Greco, and we are giving you our monthly market update of all things related to real estate in Las Vegas. And we just happen to be today filming at Vintner Grill. So if you want these market updates, if you want Las Vegas real estate information, subscribe to this channel. You will get home tours, market updates, very precise information of all things in the Las Vegas Valley. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. So we are just kind of blown away, I think, with all of the changes that we have seen. There is so much happening, and you would think that month over month you would not have as much change as we're having recently, but it is there. So, Aundrea, what are you seeing in the market? Is it still crazy?
It is crazy. So on mortgage side, there is fluctuation every day. But first off, I'd like to know on the real estate side, what are you seeing in this crazy market? Are you seeing any changes?
We are. So we are seeing a lot of change as far as, I guess I shouldn't say a lot, that's maybe an exaggeration, but we are seeing changes as far as how much inventory we have. The inventory is continuing to increase. The actual amount of homes going into escrow has started to decrease. But I think the reason for that is a lot of buyers are having burnout. They are just over it. They're not getting their offers accepted. They're putting in maybe 10, 12, 20 offers and they're not being accepted. So I think part of the reason for that is burnout. That is my craziness on the buying and selling side. What about the craziness on the lending side?
Well, I can tell you just recently there's been some amazing news. So people may not have even realized during pandemic, Fannie and Freddie were charging an extra 0.5% in cost on all refinances. And what's interesting is you think to yourself, oh my God, these people are suffering, yet the big entities are going to charge extra money. Well, the lenders were passing that fee on to the homeowners, and guess what? That's going away as of August 1st.
Yay!
Now, again, what that equivalates to is about an 8% change in interest rates. So when you see people on the fence still about a refinance, now's the time to kind of take advantage. The downside is with unemployment and things still in correction mode, we have to be mindful of that. But that's some of the great news that's happened recently.
That is fantastic.
With all this craziness, what are you seeing with this rent moratorium?
You know, it's interesting. We thought we were done, and we are not. So the Fed extended the rental moratorium. It is set to expire the end of July, which we are just about, at the time of this recording, we're just about there. So what I'm noticing with the rental moratorium is that depending on your landlord, you really do have a friend in them. If you just communicate and you are open and honest with your situation, they can relay that to the seller or to the owner and, you know, have a discussion, just have a dialogue so that everybody can be on the same page and work together. Because at the end of the day, none of these owners want to see people thrown out in the street. They just need information. So dodging the phone calls, not answering, pushing it to an eviction process really isn't the way to go. So if you are having a struggle still, even at this time, reach out to whoever your property management company is and see what they can help you accomplish. What type of loans are you seeing come into your office the most right now?
Well, I can tell you that our particular office, we're focused on buyers.
Okay.
That is our primary focus. Although with low rates, there is plenty of refinance opportunities, and we do refinances and we will help clients with that. But as far as purchases go, we're seeing kind of a mix. It's kind of interesting. You're seeing first-time home buyers because with low rates gives them opportunity.
Yeah.
There's still down payment assistance,
Right.
which a lot of people don't offer, but we have. And then as far as the change up, move up type of segment, we're looking at those buyers because, as you mentioned, there's a lot of people making changes. And you probably have experience with that as well. So that is what we're seeing. What are you seeing? What kind of buyers profiles are you kind of working with?
Yeah, so we are seeing a mix as well. So we are seeing many sellers who are moving up or downsizing. So we have clients who are selling their great big home that they realized during pandemic that they didn't need all that space, and they're recognizing a huge amount of equity that they can now take and use toward another purchase or anything else that they want for that matter. And they're either getting their dream home or they're actually moving into a smaller space that possibly costs less money, and they're, you know, just kind of socking away the rest of that equity. I did have a question for you about what you think about this particular segment of people. I have a lot of people who are saying the market is going to crash. I just know it's going to crash. And so I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to take all that equity. I'm going to put it in the bank and I'm not going to touch it. And I'm going to now become a renter. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would tell that person, as your advocate, that that's not a great idea. As we all know, the savings rate for a bank is 0.00001, and you're not going to make any money on your money. Yes, there's other investment vehicles, but to pull your money out of an amazing market to go rent, to do what if for the future, I think is a bad decision. And even though we might see some flattening in our market in the future, we might see values flatline, so to speak, it's still a better place to have your money than cash it out and go rent.
Well, and that's another question I guess I get all the time is I have people who they missed the buying of when the market was super low. When we had all the foreclosures, we had all the short sales. Now they're seeing prices come back up and up and up, and they're like, I'm not gonna buy till the market crashes again. But if they had purchased previously, all this equity that people are now seeing in this market, that money would have been yours.
Yeah.
And so now, if you continue to wait and wait and wait and wait, yes, prices are high, but interest rates are low. It's almost, in my opinion, like an equalizer, because you can still get great rates, and yes, prices are higher, but you can still get amazing properties in this market, and it doesn't have to be your final destination.
Right.
You can always sell it later on, buy something new. You don't have to start at the top of what it is that you're looking for. And that's why we're seeing a lot of activity also in the market now, as people are realizing this house doesn't work for me anymore. I need to get something that is going to fit my lifestyle now.
Right. Yeah, I think that's important for people to realize that in this market, regardless if they think prices are high and it's, you know, unrealistic, it's still opportunity in any market at any point, regardless. So yes, it's not 2008, 9, 10 prices, because if we, I know I look back and go, gosh, I should have bought 10 things and I didn't. But today, again, learning from those events, you go back and go, okay, there's still opportunity. And like you said, low interest rates, still can find amazing properties. And it may only be a stepping stone home, but the average person, did you know the average person lives two things? In their home for at least 7 years.
Right.
And the average person lives in 11 homes in their lifetime.
Wow.
So you figure your home today could be the first of the 11, or could be the fifth of the 11, whatever that looks like.
Right. And to that point, When my parents purchased the home I lived in as a teenager in the 80s, you can do the math, they paid 18% interest.
Yeah.
So there are always going to be people who are buying.
Yes.
There are always going to be people who are selling, no matter the interest rate.
Yes.
But in this, historic era
Yes.
of interest rates being as low as they are, do not wait if you have the opportunity to purchase real estate. Even though, yes, inventory is going up, we are still in a seller's market, which means that if you are a buyer and you are looking to purchase in this market, you have to have a team behind you. You have to have a team that knows how to qualify you. Right here, she's sitting right here, that knows how to let you know, hey, you may have a couple of months of getting your credit in shape so that you can purchase in the future. But if you don't have that team, then you won't know what it is that you need to do to make yourself ready to make money in real estate. So the first thing that I would do, contact either one of us, and we will get you started down that path to home ownership. And if you're looking right now to sell, we can also outline what you're qualified for your next purchase. And we can let you know what your home currently would sell for in this market. And I'm always very realistic with those prices, and I let you decide, we're gonna list here at market value, or you wanna try for that pie in the sky number, that's awesome, but we still have to follow the market. So a lot of the homes that are still, in my opinion, sitting on the market are because we have agents who have allowed sellers to overprice their listings, and they're just sitting there waiting for a unicorn buyer to come in and pay an overpriced market value. So keep in mind, it's not necessarily right now going to work. You missed the 3-month window
of chaos.
The chaos that happened in. But it is still a great time to sell, and you are going to get historic highs for your home.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm Aundrea with Eileen.
And we would love for you to like and subscribe to this channel. We will continue every month to bring you market updates, whether you like them or not. You get to decide, and we have just enjoyed so much having you with us. See you next month.